Hello YouTube, hello Twitch. I'm logging in on a patch day. Some pretty big changes, honestly. So, normally in patches, there are mana changes, attack changes. Very rarely do the abilities change, but this patch has introduced quite significant ability changes, which is going to drastically alter the meta going into the showdown in the Badlands. Druid has been like the kingpin recently, and it's seen a series of nerfs. Two of its class cards got nerfed in Rake and Embrace Nature. They've both been increased in mana cost by 1, so they both were 1 mana, they're now 2 mana. Yogg's has had his effect completely changed. So you used to play a ton of spells in Druid, it'd make your Yogg cost 0, you would copy it with Fizzle, and you'd finish people with Ignis and Yogg, and it was really horrible to play against. They've decided now that the mana cheat on Yogg, rather than just pushing up to 20 mana, which only certain decks then could really, discount it into the appropriate range, namely Druids and, Rogues, they fixed his mana now at 9, so he's fixed 9 mana, and instead his effect is, if you use an ability, he casts 2 random spells. Personally, I think this makes him probably too weak to see any play now. At the very least, he's a 9 mana mind control, so he might see some play in control decks, but I think Amanthul, in Priest, is just better. I think Warrior probably doesn't run this card. Maybe now Warlock will consider running this. It's a reasonably big card. You can mind control your way through something, and if you're in the mirror, the Mass Hysteria effect is pretty good. It does feel kind of bad now, the Mass Hysteria effect, though, because Mass Hysteria was what? Was it 4 mana? Or did it get nerfed to 5? I don't remember. It's now on a 9 mana card. But you get 2 random spells. They're not targeted though, so it could hurt you. It does feel though more Yogg-strony, so I personally would like to see a little bit more to this. Like the random spells target your opponent or something. Just give him a little bit of extra love, because I think they hit him really hard with this. Also, Tony King of Piracy is now a 7 mana card. 7 mana 4/6. He used to be 5 mana, and instead he now replaces your deck with a copy of your opponent's and you draw a card. It's not on an aura anymore, so you can't do any shenanigans where you swap your decks around, leave your opponent with no minions, and then jailer it so it can't be destroyed. It just gives you a copy of the deck now. And Tony is the reason that I'm playing the patch right now, because I think there is still a Tony deck that could function, and I'm going to try and make it work. Jailer has been destroyed. Don't play this card anymore, it's not worth it. Instead of all your minions getting immune now, it's just the Jailer gets immune. Which is really unfortunate if you have untargeted removal, because that will still remove the Jailer. So it's basically 10 mana, 10/10, destroy your deck. Some classes will just destroy this the next turn. So you could have some real big sad times. I kind of think if you're going to do this, you have to make the Jailer not only just immune, you have to make it immortal. You just have to have... Because the effect is so severe, right? Destroying your deck. It basically has to be a minion that just stays on the board and keeps hitting at your opponent. And then Prison Breaker also got nerfed, which I think was a little bit too quick. So this came out in the mini set, right? Probably the best card of the mini set in the end, or at least the one that sold the most. Actually, no, that'd be Yogg. Of anything that's not Yogg, then this might be the best one. It saw a lot of play in a wide variety of decks. It was good for a board clear, good for extra damage to the face. It no longer does 3 damage to all enemies, it does 2 instead. I still think that card may see some play. Alright, thank you for that card, I already had it, but... Anyway, what is the deck we're going to play right now? Well, you'll have a good idea if you've seen, the thumbnail and the title of the video. We are going to be playing some Druid. So people have been saying... Before the patch notes came out, it's like, oh, they've slain Druid, they've killed Druid. Druid, you can't play it anymore, it's dead. It's going to plummet down the ratings. I think they're wrong. I still think Druid is insanely strong, and I don't think the changes actually going to make a huge difference to the Druid. Fine, you're not going to play Yogg multiple times anymore, but the whole Miracle package of it, because remember this deck kind of came from Pro Yun's Miracle deck, which eventually saw Gadgets and Auctioneer get put out to pasture. And then they kind of changed the core card set around instead to use the Frost Lotus Seedling to give you a lot of card draw in collaboration with Solar Eclipse. And also Contaminated Lasher also saw a nerf as well, I forgot about that. But it's still pretty good. I still think this core package is good enough. However, obviously now it doesn't have Yogg to finish it off. It just has Ignis. However, what if the finisher now is Tony? So my grand plan here is we can play like our entire deck very quickly. That was the whole point of this deck. You play all your cards very quickly. A lot of them are spells, a lot of them are mana cheats, so you ramp quicker. And instead of going for Yogg, we go for a big Ignis instead. And once we've used our Ignis and like we've used all the value of our deck, which we might get out in like 10 turns, our opponent will still have like 20 or so cards. We steal their homework and then we kill them with it. Right? That's the grand plan right now. So I still think this Tony Druid deck, or this, I don't even know what to call it, Ignis, a bunch of attack many spells deck, I guess it is just Miracle Druid, is going to be powerful. So I want to show that off. In terms of card changes, I've put in a copy of Lunar Eclipse, just because we are missing a little bit of removal now because Yogg's not in here. And that's kind of the weakness of this package, was that it doesn't have a lot of board control. It really has a lot of single target elimination via Rake. But obviously Rake has been nerfed now, so I felt like another option would be pretty good. Anyway, how do I think this is going to do? I have no idea. I didn't really play too much of this version of the Yogg Druid deck, or if you want to call it Spell Druid, Miracle Druid. I played Pro Yuns a little bit more with Gadget Zan. Now, Warrior is one of the big winners of this patch. So is Priest, honestly, because Priest couldn't really deal with this deck.
Is not for the faint of heart.
Nor could Warrior, to be fair. And none of the cards that really got hit affected Warrior or Priest, so I expect those two classes to be pretty strong right about now.
I see you brought guests.
And it's definitely Control Warrior. I'd say of all the other classes that got hit pretty hard, Rogue has obviously been hit the secret spell Rogue deck, because he no longer has Yogg to copy like 18 times. So they're also big sad. I think we wait on Planted Evidence. I don't need to burn it instantly. Like, they're not going to rush me down, right? We've got our Rake. We have Rake Pounce, which is a pretty good removal for me right now. And we're going to spread the word. I'd really like to get the 2 nature spells in Lifebinder's Gift, if I can. Because that's another way to generate removal. We're probably not going to get Plot of Sin going. Nor Unending Swarm. I guess we'll take Feral. And I will keep it, I think.
But I'm not slow.
I hate roping on like turn 2, but I've got a lot of cards I could play. Let's play Apple. A cheap spell that gives me some stuff. At least make Warrior use some of their cards. Gets Lasher as well. Popping. Did you forge? Oh, they did. I didn't remember. Okay. Not worth snapshotting right now. Okay. Not the greatest start in the world, is what I'll say about this.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Magic betrays those who abuse it.
Okay. Cool. I like Azradon. Cool card. Nothing in my hand right now is what I want to Eclipse, sadly. It's a good card. We'll just chill. Actually, doesn't matter. Interesting, they're running Call to the Stand. I don't think I've ever seen someone run that card. It is not good. Compared to, like, Dirty Rat. Anyway. Well, here's Tony. I'm just lacking a little bit of confidence right now with this deck. Sorry, I'm just not very familiar with how to play it. It's more accurate. Like, I don't want to burn my rakes for nothing. And I think I need this to blossom to get the Solar Eclipse value. It's completely fine with me. Slow the game down. Or I could kill it. It's quite convenient to kill it right now. We don't have Fizzle anymore. None of these are Windfury, sadly. So we will take, I guess, Lifesteal. Womp Womp. Alright. I think next turn could be pretty big for us. We can draw a bunch of cards. Okay, they have Odin. So they've got their big payoff. Right. I could do with one more turn, is all I'm going to say. But I think that is something we need to kill. Also, I didn't get Windfury, so we don't need to worry about it too much. I guess we might as well just play it. So if we got Windfury, then I think we could have got Lethal via Solar Eclipse Rake, but... So instead we're going to go for the more value play. I have 6 cards left. They have 28 cards left.
Our gift of frost.
Convenient. Actually, I'm gonna get the plagues. God damn it. Oh well.
This spark bites. My cards are running low.
What is my last card? This is where deck... I should really just put Deck Tracker on. I guess I can see with Aquatic Form. It was Aquatic Form.
My deck is desolate.
Music's for everybody.
Interesting. The draw order was not what I was expecting. Anyway, we just picked up 30 cards, 2 of them plagues, but... Come on! We might need that lifesteal. Anyway, they've used Ignis. They've used Odin, so it's actually going to be pretty hard to win from here.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
There might still be some pretty good weapons in this deck, though. Execute. What a card. Well, we need value, so...
The flowers bloom as Denathrius falls.
Interesting version of the warrior deck as well. I don't think they have the rifts in it. It's like a really old school control warrior. Interesting. Interesting. So they got the weapon RNG. Well, I think we have to take Thunderbringer because I can't risk them Thunderbringing something from the deck. Well, let's see how New Yogg does. Come on, random spells. Okay. I can live with that. That won't do anything. That's literally a dead card. Actually, we should play it. To get maximum Sunwell value. Come on, Brawl! Well, we kept the taunt mini at the very least. There were elementals and beasts in your deck. Who'd have thought it?
My past cannot change.
Well, that's kind of spooky, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Any way of getting an undead on the board? No.
What would be wise?
Not a good series of spells is all I'm going to say about this. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Okay. I think I have to remove as much damage off the board, even if Kael'thas ends up costing me the game. He has lethal. Even though we lost that, I think it did show, though, that this deck still has potential, because if we got the Windfury on the weapon, we win. And if we didn't get... what's his name stolen? I say stolen, but put on the board. Fizzle. We would have again had a chance to win that game. And they had no way to find Odin in a 40-card deck and played him on 8, so... Alright. Warlock is another interesting matchup. Because if we can go fast enough that we can get their Sagarius as well, we could do some interesting things with Warlock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me have a look at the bottom of my deck now. Tony's the last card. Give me Rake. Hey, there's the nerf coming into play, by the way. Old version, I could have played that instantly. New version can't. Okay. That's not that bad for this deck. It's the card we want. I think we just chill. I'm not in a rush. Okay. Glad I didn't overdraw. I thought I was about to. This is fizzleable, I think. Yeah, this is definitely fizzleable.
What would be wise?
Actually, let's do this, because I'm probably not clearing that minion off. pain. It's fine.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Hey, I think he knows what I'm doing. That's probably the heal card, right? The neutral. That gives you a holy spell as well. Okay. I should have thought about this turn for like more than 1 microsecond. That would have been a pretty good idea. Pounce. I should Fizzle first. I can't count either, because I was going to play that. Okay, we'll push damage then. I may be old. That's my response to this. It's fine. We can just embrace nature and get a draw 3. Yeah, he was Watcher. This is probably going to be minion. Check. Very smart. It's pretty funny. We can kill that with spells. We're fine. Oi! That's my ramp. I could also break it with Lasher, but... Solar Eclipse Rake. Yes. We'll take that. I'm dumb. I need to innovate. I fucked up. I can't attack anymore. Ah, I'm so bad. I think we still push the damage. I've got another Ignis coming. I should have Lashed first so that I would have the extra mana. Oh, Gigafin.
My cards are running low.
1 card left in deck. It's not the snapshot. I don't think I need it. It does it in the wrong order. It draws first and then copies the deck. That's wrong, isn't it? It's doing the finale first. It's a bug. So you should have 1 card left, I suppose. So, assuming he's still got Sargarius in the deck, which I think he does because he's not played it yet. We are in an interesting spot right now. Hello, Forge. I think, weirdly, the Innervate is better for me. Give me my minions back. I think this time I'm going to get a giant weapon instead of a small one. Damn.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
And we'll try and outvalue them. Oh, Symphony. I'm stealing your homework, baby. Twisting. Sagarius. Wow. Bit of a throw there. Do I have lethal? 5-7. I don't quite have lethal. But I could put him in a pretty miserable spot. Also, I can Solar Eclipse the Symphony, which is pretty tempting.
What would be wise?
What if I get draw 6, though? You know what? This one I think is more amusing. I want to know if this copies it. The exact same one that gives me a random one. Oh, I get to pick. The more you know. Anyway. After all this, what am I doing? Man, if I picked the 5-drop weapon, I might be able to win. Oh well. You know what? This was for science. Oh, Lord J. It's a pretty big board. It'd be nice if you have like 12 to all. Oh, Ignis. Hello again. The health is irrelevant. The Defile is irrelevant. Is 3 mana irrelevant? It kind of is.
Rise to the warmth of the sun.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Really? It did 9 damage to 1 minion out of 14. What a card. I mean, that can't save me anymore. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. I needed Sargarius there. The file still doesn't get a kill here.
Armor! Lightly use armor!
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
That's all I can do. Okay. We lost, but it was kind of an interesting way to lose. That was some good limit testing, honestly. Also, a note to myself, don't just get the 10-mana weapon, it's pretty bad. At least for this situation. Because if we had the 1-mana weapon, we would have possibly won. Okay, a Rouge. Rouge might be able to play fast enough to... Ooh. Interesting. Rouge might be able to play fast enough. I might keep this. To not give me that many cards. Oh, it's Concoction again. If it's pure Concoction Rogue or the Concoction Secret one with Yogg, that won't work very well anymore. Not having like 8 Yoggs to play at the end of the game just makes it so much weaker. And it looks like it is that Concocted deck. Tony's at the bottom again, which is fine, honestly. Get both effects. I don't need that yet. It's going to be Objection, isn't it? If it's Objection, we can just chill. Let's test. Counterspell. That's pretty good for us then. 3. Actually, we should play this first. Ignis is the main thing I want to copy. He forged as well, so we could play Ignis.
Presentation is everything.
Crazy. Okay. I'm taking a lot of damage here. I'm still taking a lot of damage here. That can go down to 5 cost though next turn. 5 mana, draw 3 cards. Sure, let's race them. And it's only 7 damage. And the rogue secrets, I don't need to be worried about that much. Okay. Man, I just never get Windfury, do I? What's the most annoying thing here? I guess it getting more value. And by it, I mean them.
Symptoms will be severe.
So I can do 6 damage next turn. 8 damage, 9 damage. That's to a minion. I don't think I can kill them next turn. I still don't think I can kill them next turn. One and draw a card. That's pretty funny. Three next spell costs 2 less. Sure. The thing that's going to kill me now is running out of health. I know, lol. Could be counter. We have a play for blocking objection. They did wait like a small amount of time, so it might not be either of them. Interesting choice. I guess that ruins my infusion.
Ain't my grave.
Well, that's irrelevant. So it's not counterspell.
This bark bites. This bark bites. I may be old, but I'm not slow.
Ice barrier. I knew it was going to be ice barrier. After I was thinking about it, it's like, it's something he didn't pick immediately, but he picked quick enough that it was okay. I was thinking it was explosive just to destroy, like, the Ignis or something when I played it again. But then, like, when I was going through the turn, I was like, oh, it's fucking ice. Ice block. Ice barrier, sorry. I always mix those two up. Anyway. Oh. I'm gonna get a handful of dweebs here, I think.
I am all around you.
My hand is
Really? They gained 5 armor? Disgusting. Can I get there? Answer, no. 8. Actually, let's draw 3 cards.
My deck is desolate. Strike true.
my hand is too full.
And we'll take that last 8 cards with Tony.
We have plotted long enough. Now we run.
Not that I think they've got anything particularly good in the deck, but... Actually, we just don't finale Tony, do we? That's the way we do this. Two. If I get the 1-drop weapon, if I get Windfury, I win. No, if I get the 2-drop weapon, I win. It doesn't matter. Sorry, the 1-drop weapon. Sure. And sure. Alright, you know what? We could have memed it again, but I wanted to show this deck wasn't actually that bad. In fact, I'm quite enjoying this version of it. It's kind of exciting to play through your deck super quickly so you can steal your opponents. And the faster you steal their deck, the more likely you are to get good cards. Oh, Priest! Perfect. Probably someone that's going to play slowly. Well, actually, it could be Shadow Priest.
My wisdom is not for the faint of heart.
We definitely don't want Nourish. I don't think I want this in my hand either. Or Innervate. I'll keep Rake, just in case it is Shadow. If it is Shadow Priest, though, we're probably going to lose. Alright, we're in trouble. I honestly think the correct play is Coin Hero Power, kill that. I need to minimize the amount of damage I take until the point where I can just gain like 20 armor. And I think I raked that thing as well. Actually, no, I don't. Oh, actually, maybe I do. They don't get that many big things. And Dissonant Mood would probably be better for... I could just Pounce it. Actually, I think just pouncing it is also a pretty reasonable play.
What would be wise?
Okay. Oh, I don't have the mana, I'm dumb. Alright. Just a slightly annoying turn there. I couldn't quite figure out what I wanted to do. If I had Harmonic Mood in this form, I would probably just use that. But I want as many attack-gaining cards for Ignis as possible. Rake is like a fast response for me. And they're just playing cards like one at a time right now. I can live with this. Could do with some more card draw, though. I'll have to use that for draw 3. But that's fine. Playing Control Druid right now. Okay, I tell a lie. This is going to be the play. Excellent, that's just what I want. So I get the ramp and the card draw now.
There is no light, only power.
What a weird game so far. I can do 3-5. I could hit it with my face, which I'd rather not do. I'm probably not going to get the infusion for Plot of Sin. I guess we take this. No, I can't even kill it.
I may be old, but I'm not slow. The more you struggle,
Well, we didn't kill an undead last turn, so we played around Nerubian. Ah. Hello. Okay, let's draw 3. I draw 3 and it still be pretty bad? Riddle me this. Well, here's Fizzle. Honestly, you can do what you want. Also, that wasn't an undead, so we're fine. This hand is definitely good enough to fizzle, except for cultivation, which I'd rather not be in my hand. Hello, Aranthal. Interesting.
Together in harmony.
Huh. Well, we could be in a bit of trouble here. Could be in a lot of trouble here, in fact. I think we actually have to play Planted first. Ooh. The rare Incarceration is actually pretty good here.
Brilliant.
I know.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
It's all in your
Hmm.
It's all in your
Well, that's very convenient for me, so thank you. Right. Here we go. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're not blossomed? How slow are you? Come on. I can't wait. I need the armor. But if... Now that is lucky.
Corruption is the only outcome.
Hey, it doesn't have the infusion yet. I'm done. I thought it was infused. Of course it's not. Why would it be infused? You moron. Actual dribble. We still would have lost from there, though. They had 6 on board, 8 with the button. I would have had 2 more health. So I'd have been on 12, so they had to have 4 more damage. They just discovered a spell. Yeah, there was no way I was living through the next turn. I should also have mentioned the patch notes also removed 3 of the anomalies. I don't remember which ones, but they were like 3 of the final anomalies that made a difference to the game state. One of them I remember was...
not for the faint of heart.
One of them was if you have any mana left, you get to draw a card. I think another one was if you have any mana left, you get a coin. And I don't remember what the third one was. Like, it makes your first minion each turn cost 1 less or something. They were all deemed too, like, strong for certain decks. Who would have thought it? The symmetrical effects when you have asymmetry in the decks that start the game makes the game state a little bit more unfair. I hate this gold one as well. I don't like my cards being gold. I find it too distracting. Oh, it's Abyssal Curse. It's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Don't need to kill that immediately. Probably will kill it next turn, though. What a greedy deck. You're running Abyssal Curses and the other package. The Sagarius package, I assume. I kind of would prefer to keep Pounce here, but there's probably more play I can do with that. The Innervate. If I drew a 1-cost spell, I would have done it Innervate.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Okay, fair enough. Am I going to go off a bit here? Probably not, right? 3-5. I could ramp. Actually, I am. And why not? I guess the reason why not is that could have been used to go to the face instead, and did I really care about a 2-3? I guess they might have had something to bounce if they were super greedy, in which case it was. Fortune would have healed them for 6 again. Oh. The Khan. The Khan, you say? How do I want to kill the Khan? Because I probably should kill the Khan. Solar Harmonic Mood. Interesting. I'm kind of regretting ramping to 10 now rather than just drawing 3 cards. My Discover pool, by the way, versus their Discover pool. Okay. Sadly, I think I have to go way more value here. I don't have many buffs anymore, really. Three cards, yeah. It's exactly what I want. I don't want to play Feral Spirit now because that would be big sad times. I guess I just wave this. Wow. A 7-4 and a 5-3. It's a pity that this is Control Warlock and they probably have ways to deal 7 damage. Yeah. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sweet. They can only put one more Abyssal Curse in my hand and they can't mill me anymore. Of course, the Sagarius are 9. Why would they? Are you a 9 mana minion? You are. Okay. Solar Eclipsing the Fizzle Snapshot is never going to be the play. Is Defector a potential play? It's just going to die, though. Solar Eclipse Drum Circle. I don't think it's particularly good. But I have a plan. The plan has not worked. Come on! Look at my board versus theirs! They got fucking Dakan! Stormwind Champion! I guess they did get 2 Ancient Totems. And then I got understated 3 mana, understated 3 mana, understated 3 mana, average 3 mana, and actually okay, but understated. It was only okay because I have a weapon. Are you kidding me? This game, it's so fucking rigged.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
Well, at least they're gonna board clear. I'm gonna lose a card here as well. Pity, I'd like that card. We have Symphony. If we have Symphony, anything can happen. Unfortunately, I can't attack with the weapon right now, because I'll die. Well, I'll overdraw. If I can double the Symphony, we can do things here.
The whispers. I can't resist.
Like, I can't believe how greedy their deck is. And they're getting away with it. Well. That's not going to help me for starters. So that's a great start. I don't even need the draw, but... we have to play this then. And hope for 6 to all. That'll kill me, never mind. It's over. The world's greediest deck. 9, 12, yeah. I hate people who run Abyssal Curses plus the Sargerius deck. It's such a bad combo. You're running basically bad cards, i.e. the Abyssal Curses. Plus they were running, like... How greedy were they? I guess they didn't run the... Maybe they did run the Anubis things. They had the full curse package in it. They had the Vault. They played Dracathid in the at some point as well. Like, how many different bits of pieces were they running in that deck? And they drew all the Abyssal Curses at the beginning. God damn it. Sargerius done 9. Maybe I'd keep the Forest Seedlings. You know what? I'm going to keep all of this. It's going to be fucking Plagues as well. I need to draw as quickly as I can. I'd also like to point out I've only been offered Windfury, I think, 2 times this stream, which is pretty unlucky. Actually, is it? It's a 3 in 5, isn't it? So I guess it depends how many times I was offered it. But I've played it twice per game, at least once per game every game, and then twice some of them. So I've probably played it like 7 or 8 times. Actually, maybe the maths is working out slightly on the low end of what you'd expect. But not that unreasonable. Also, this is 35 health, Death Knight. It's probably blood. If it's blood, we can win. Okay. Right, here we go. Solar Eclipsing this is also an interesting idea. I think it's the wrong play, but it's an interesting play. Because I do... Well, actually, if it's not Plagues, do I just want value? No, I want to play my deck as fast as I can to steal theirs. The idea doesn't change. So I could get away with playing one of these if I want to. You know what? I don't. I'll take a Rake. I'm probably going to need it this game. 3, 9. Okay. Next turn is the pop-off turn. Hopefully they play something and then we can do stuff.
The more you struggle, the better.
Excellent, they played stuff. Alright, here we go.
This spark bites.
I'm stunned. I don't have a card to play after this. Well, we're gonna mill a card, and we could have big sad time here. I was so certain I was gonna draw a 0 mana card. Or a 1 mana. Like planted. It's gonna be Ignis, isn't it? Fine.
Stay frosty.
I'll steal yours.
Stay frosty.
Certainly some cards there.
I may be old, but I'm not slow.
Okay, we have 10 more cards to draw this game. We can do it. Well, I need that. I'll take it. Interesting. Actually pretty good. Holy shit, we found Ignis. So with 3 cards left. I think we take the 5 this time. I just can't get it. It's so frustrating. 2, 9. I do have Drum Circle Cultivation if I can make something work there. What have you got coming out of this? 2-2. God, not getting Windfury is so annoying. And I only want to draw one card here. Or do I? Screw it.
My deck is dead. My hand is full.
That was dumb. Didn't realize there's that full hand. Anyway, we just got 29 cards there. That was a 4-6 get 29 cards added to your deck. And now we're a control Death Knight. With some druid support.
Cool. We are frozen.
Never in my years.
Hopefully they still have Ignis.
Cool. We are frozen.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Actually pretty bad. That's probably the most annoying thing. Well, no, there's probably not any pirates in your deck. Never mind, I take it back.
Hurry up.
Any friendly death rattles here? You are a friendly death rattle. Oh, here's Patchwork. Alright. Seven to 3 minions.
Strike true.
You know what? I think I do rake this. As annoying as it is. To kill this at the same time as this.
Strike true.
So that he doesn't get the death rattle. What a dumb turd. Hey, imagine this was a Windfury weapon, by the way.
Who here can spell?
Could have left him on, like, you know, 5 health.
My blood. What a lich king.
Alright, we're going for infinite value.
Pick me! Pick me!
Interesting. Okay. Fair enough, that's a good play. Nah. That's pretty good. I'll take that as a result. How many cards have you got in your deck? Okay. Well, I have nothing in my hand, so... That was oh, you... I hate you! RNG, I hate you! They've got another one as well. Well, we might be able to find... No, we can't find another one. It's alright, we're just going to become a control deck now. Smile.
Strike true.
They probably have Corpse Explosion, but... We're never gonna get, like, a better turn to throw that onto the board, are we? Yeah, something's coming. Okay.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
I forgot I'm still druid. Due process is an interesting concept. I think it's a bad concept, but it's an interesting one. It'd make the game go quicker.
Pick me! Pick me!
Chip him down. If he's got Mograine in his deck, this will be... I think this game's going to become... Who plays Mograine first? And it's surely not in his hand, because he would have played it by now. Because I'm at the point now where I'm basically him. I've got a Rake.
Happy Hallows End.
Beware the wolf.
Is my costume.
I wonder.
It's not good enough. I need to get more value. I need to play as greedy as I can. How can we both have nothing to do? Interesting. Actually, probably good here. Pounce and Rake aren't going to win this game for me. Prison could.
My blood for the Lich King. My blood for the Lich King.
I ain't talking!
Actually, I think this is good enough to just Rake with the weapon. Save the asphyxiate. I could also do with saving as many of my lifesteal cards towards the end of the game so that I get max heal from them. I think this is what this game will come down to. Also, in theory, my button is better than their button. I get the one attack and one armor. You only get the one attack. Wow. I guess, to be fair, Corpse Explosion's kind of pointless in this matchup now.
Our gift of the arcane
That's not that scary. Go into the face, baby. Insane. What on earth was that? Topple the idol. Life sentence, incarceration, forged in flames. Oh shit, this might have whatchamacallit in it. It's got fucking Rivendare in it, doesn't it? Oh, Steam. Oh, that's unfortunate. You have Lorthamar in your deck. We actually win, well, we potentially win this game if we didn't get cleaned. That's the sad thing. There's an unbelievably outside chance we still win it, but... No, there isn't. We actually can't win. I just remembered they have Astalor. Insane RNG? Question mark? Hello? Well, that's not good. You know what? Wasn't too far away. If only my last two spells were damaging, we could have made them worry at least a little bit. Their deck is so bad as well! Like, they didn't have a patchwork in their deck then. They just generated it. They don't have Mograine in the deck. They had the Titan, but we killed it. Wait, where was my... Oh, it was in the hand, right? So I didn't get it. Maybe they did have patchwork. Maybe it was in the hand. And they just kept it the entire game. If we'd literally milled any other card than Fizzle, well, actually, and Ignis, we win that game.
My wisdom is not for the faint of heart.
I feel like we're going to go, like, you know, best 2 and 5. We did throw one game in the interest of science, but I think if you played this deck better, I am certain this deck is still viable. It's just I'm being dumb. Like, milling a card unnecessarily was dumb. Clearing my own board was kind of dumb. We might actually lose this one as well. This is going to be an aggressive deck. Nightshade Bud is really bad here. Funnel Cake is pretty bad. I guess we're going to take Moonbeam. Do I just want to kill it? Because I don't think I'm going to play it next turn. I guess I could have saved it.
My blood boils for war. They will never catch me.
You sail like true. Yogg.
What's with all this BM, by the way? I know it's EU, but...
I see. Blimey.
Yeah, nice arena start. You big nerd. No, don't fizzle this, you dumbo.
You are not prepared.
Oh, is he just enjoying the skin? Maybe he's just enjoying the skin. Anyway, next time we can gain 20 armor and draw 4 cards. It's pretty good.
Curvy dog.
Is this outcast rather than aggro? Maybe it is. I thought it was like the hyper-aggressive momentum deck, but I don't think it is. Well, it's turn 4 and they've done 3 damage, so... Any Ignis players? I actually don't think Tony's going to be good in this deck because they're so... Oh, sorry, this matchup because they're going to be aggressive as well. They're probably not going to have a deck left. Probably before me as well. But we'll see. It is Outcast. So yeah, they're going to run out of cards before me. Cool. Oh, wow. Just gonna draw 2 cards.
If 3 rights make a land,
My blood boils for war. Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Okay, that was a pretty good turn. Three, 6, yeah, that's fine. I can't ever get that to work. Okay.
This bark bites.
Fucking get rid of this card.
I may be old, but I'm not slow. This bark bites. Gah! Like true.
This could be really bad for me if they've got the legendary, and I assume they do. But they have to be a bit worried about their health as well.
My torment.
Yep, they do. So if we can get through this turn, we win.
They will never catch me. Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Well, I don't think that's going to help. Uh, 17. I need them to not have 2 damage. Just despair. Alright, turns out, you know, the nerfs the druid. Apparently they are good enough. The deck is garbage, don't play it. No, I still honestly, I think I might come back and revisit this. I might play it a bit off camera to get more used to it. I think this is actually still a decent deck. I think it's going to be decent against some of the control decks that are going to come to the forefront. We just need to, I just need a little bit of extra luck along the way. It does hurt that, especially Embrace Nature's a bit slower now. I think the Rake is actually completely fine at 2. It's still really strong. I'm trying to think what else I would change. Possibly even try and get more draw in here, but it's such a... It's already got such a large amount of draw in here that... I don't know. I think we just got unlucky with some of the matchups. Like, Sagarius on 9 twice. We went into... Well, I can't remember what the Demon Hunter card's called. But they got that on curve. I threw one of the games. So yeah, I will come back and revisit this deck. Because I honestly think in my heart of hearts... that this deck potentially could have gone 7-0. Maybe not today, because, you know... It couldn't have done today. But it definitely could have done better than 1-6. I think we could have gone 3-4. Had it been controlled by a better organic unit than me. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe? Everything helps me out, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.